All right, so this is the main entrance. I'm just doing some work over here, but this is how we come into the building. If you look over here, that's the washroom. Over here is a fiber room. There's TELUS and Shaw Rogers fiber downstairs. It's not the fiber that's used for the 100 gig upstairs. It's just used downstairs currently. There's the doors to the main lift. Currently the lift is upstairs. We have a monitoring screen, which is what we're setting up right here. The utility room right here is that's got the the motor for the hydraulic lift in there. This is the door to upstairs. It takes us to the stairwell. It also has an emergency exit on the way out. These are the stairs up. We have a mini landing here. And then we have the main landing here. So we're on facing the north side of the building, which is where the lift is. On the west side of the building, on this main landing, this is where we have a utility room with access to the roof. And then we go in through this door. This is how we get into the server area. This is the main server area. This is our north wall. You can see there's some beams over here, some cross beams here, the main beam in the corner, over there. The ceiling is all the trusses going across. This is the east side of the building, so the east wall on the inside, and you can see there's some beams going across. Going across over here, which I'm going to guess is structural. We don't go through the mess with that. So I'm imagining the cooling unit will probably go here, probably one here, another one at the back. This is currently where the crack units are. There's 4 crack units. Back here. 2 of the units go directly into the space. The other 2 go into the ductwork. As you'll see, the ductwork that kind of comes up here, spread around. The entire top floor is fed by this ductwork, as well as there's one small run that goes downstairs. There's no independent cooling control downstairs, so you just kind of have to balance it manually, which doesn't work very well. These are all the racks, servers. Currently have 20 racks for extra servers. Much more. We have some of the equipment here. These are all live except for the 2 at the very end, which I'm about to turn on today. Yeah, all identical servers, pretty much the exact same load per rack. Configurations are all identical. You can see these ones are just currently verifying their storage arrays. All right, and then as we go through here, this is the main hallway down the center. There's an emergency exit at the back. The main ladder tray you see up here is the main distribution. That ladder tray's been here since we got it. We basically only use the top and the middle. The bottom is not really used for anything. The top and the middle are used for distributing electrical. Some of it's for coming up, and most of it's just going to the racks currently. As we go down here, you'll notice that there's another pole here. It goes up to the main beam at the top. This is where all the main cables from upstairs and downstairs go, including our temporary ducting that we installed. Give us a little bit of cooling. The fiber also comes through here. So in this box here, this is the 100 gig fiber coming in from downstairs. And it goes up through the conduit over to that back wall over there, which I'll show you in a sec. There's another beam here. And then there's another one at the back wall over there. And then here, this is where the Liebherr crack units are. Then we have 4 Liebherr crack units. Drainage and everything in place. Pretty straightforward, nothing fancy here. The only thing I don't like here, you can see the intakes are facing each other on each side. There's not any real clear way to get the hot air through, so it's just kind of room circulation. They kind of fight each other against the air. Not super efficient. With that said, they have worked really well. Alright, so this is the fiber cage. This is where the Zayo fiber for the 100 gig link currently comes in. So that's our 100 gig fiber here. Comes in, goes into this here, from there, goes into our main router, and then off to that other side where it goes through all the different servers. Most of this stuff was here when we got here. It's not going to be used for anything. We're installing a second router and another UPS, and we've done stuff about it as far as I know. This is the west side of the building. Right now this is mostly our staging area for bringing in new equipment, getting it ready. We've got a rig set up here for lifting servers out of the boxes. We kind of have a spot where we're storing all the foam and a bunch of servers and different parts. We're staging all the racks and everything. This wall here would be your southwest most wall, this on the west side. That's probably where one of your cooling units will go. This is probably not where one is going to go. And then there's two more spaces up here where we can probably put the other two. Maybe not ideal because of this section back here. This wall could probably be taken out on the landing if we got rid of the landing and maybe just put a cage or something there just to keep it open, which would probably help, but either way it's probably fine. We can make it work. Let's see, is there anything else about here? Yes, this is all our extra ladder tray, so we do have quite a bit of ladder tray to work with. Plus we have some of the stuff in the center that can be repurposed. There's not a lot in use on this side. Most of it's in use on the other side over the racks. Standard tray, it's the big heavy duty stuff, so it can carry quite a bit. Oh yeah, the supports that I was talking about that it connects to up here. So we've got this grid throughout the facility. You can see we're hanging the electrical down off of that currently. Electricians seem to think that it's plenty strong enough to handle all of this. Zoom in on this now. That's kind of how it's connected to the ceiling. You see drop downs connected directly to the trusses. Some of it's just directly down right on each part of the building here. Yeah. Alright, these are our main power distribution systems right now. We have 250 kVA APC units, and each one of them is feeding one of those rows. Currently only one of these is fully active, the other one's just getting started. And that's how all the cables are distributed. So far this has worked really nicely. I'm imagining we're going to need at least 2 more of these, probably 2 to 4 more of these to do the distribution for the full outlay of servers that we want. Let's see, anything else of note? Maybe the only other thing of note here is that this beam placement with the door is terrible. Getting pallets in here is a little bit tricky. And of course those doors aren't wide enough for pallets, so we have to be taking off the cage in this spot here so we can get them into the staging area, and then we just distribute them through carts. This panel here, just so you know, is not a load panel, it's just for the lighting and things like that inside the facility. Alright, the lift. This is our lift. It's not super big. Big enough to stick 1 full pallet in or 2 really small pallets. Not very tall. We've had issues getting tall things in here many times. Entire server racks, you have to tilt them to get them in here. So you can't lift any servers up and down in racks, which honestly is not a big deal here because they're not hard to get in out of the racks. We have a server lift anyway. So that can be done no problem if we decide to take advantage of using the first floor for a while. The only challenge is that we'd have to pull power from those APC units upstairs. We can make extension cables, that's totally plausible. Done it before. All right, and then in here, this is our office area. It's got a separate security door, which may or may not let me in because my thumbprints are terrible. Yep, so we work from in here. And then that's the office kind of area. That's our monitoring stuff there. Go through back here. This is kind of where we have a bunch of extra storage for their archives old server gear. Some of these are just boxes that we're going to take to recycling from the gear we've installed upstairs. This is a staging area for some of the equipment upstairs. Whenever pallets come in, we load them here temporarily until we can get them all upstairs. Back here is the emergency exit and also takes us to the external generator room. This is the main electrical room. We have a spare cooling unit here that we've never used. These are all our main panels. This is our main distribution panel. 600 volt, 347 volt. Everything goes through there. Automatic transfer switch. TVSS to monitor spikes. Full facilities main switch. Manual transfer switch for the generator. And then just all of our individual panels. And then our building automation and control systems, fire control system, security alarms, things like that. All right, so that's all in here. Over on this side, I'll show you where we have our mini server stuff for Silver servers down here. I've got a little maze set up here for now with the boxes to help dampen some of the noise and help contain some of the heat from the servers. Little gym set up here, some bike storage for the winter. But yeah, here's the server racks in here. We've got 6 active racks currently, a bunch of spare racks for if we decide to build it out bigger in the future, but for now 6 racks is sufficient for what we're doing. This one's just getting ready to provision. Nothing crazy going on in here. Yeah, you can see actually that's where the cooling comes in from upstairs. And then I don't know if you can see over there, but that's actually where the return is. So it's really not an ideal setup, but it's doing fine for what it is. We don't have a lot of load down here. I think it's like 15 kilowatts. All right, and then I'll just peek out the back and show you where the outside of the building goes. It's pretty cold out there, but I'm sure I can hack it. All right, this is just a little understairs storage area. These stairs are from the emergency exit from upstairs. This door goes out to the back. That's the door to the generator room. It's kind of its own little separate room. Coming off the back, generator's inside. It's got louvers to control the air inside and out. And then this is just the back where the rail yard is on the south side of the building. And then from here, we can go around to the front. Right now we have some pallets we're gonna get rid of, but we have a diesel external fuel tank here for the generator. It's actually been decommissioned, it's not actively used. Part of this upgrade will probably be removing that tank, getting rid of it. This is our parking lot. So we have a gate all the way around, gate and fencing all the way around. This is the main gate for the vehicles there. We have a little pedestrian gate there. Main entrance here. External generator hookup there. Security cameras and stuff everywhere. And then down the north side of the building, the road facing side, and then there's another rail crossing there. I think that covers it.